The sliding filament theory. For this project, it is also known as SFT. The definition is it explains the mechanisms of muscle contractions based off of the muscle proteins that slide past each other. A nervous impulse arrives at the neuromuscular junction, which causes the release of a chemical called acetylcholine. The presence of ACH causes a depolarization of the motor end plate, which travels throughout the muscle by the transverse or T-tubules, which then causes calcium from the sarcoplasmic nucleus to be released. In the presence of high concentrations of calcium, the calcium binds to troponin, changing its shape and so moving tropomyosin from the active site of the actin. The myosin filaments can now attach to the actin, forming a cross bridge. The breakdown of ATP releases energy, which enables the myosin to pull the actin filaments inward, still shortening the muscle. This occurs along the entire length of every myofibril in the muscle cell. The myosin detaches from the actin and the cross bridge is broken when an ATP molecule binds to the myosin head. When the ATP is then broken down, the myosin head can again attach to an actin binding site further along the actin filament and repeat the power stroke. This repeated pulling of the actin or the myosin is often known as the ratchet mechanism. The process of muscular contraction can last for as long as there is adequate ATP and calcium stored. Once the impulse stops, the calcium is pumped back to the sarcoplasmic reticulum and the actin returns to its resting position, causing the muscle to lengthen and relax. Now, how does this affect the body once you're dead? It's known as rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is when all your muscles are contracted after you're dead because there is no oxygen and there is no ATP to bind to the myosin. So then it doesn't pull back, it just stays contracted. After a while, the muscles will start to loosen and eventually become flaccid or before they start to decompose. The end. Here's how we're excited.